Guys, we need to talk about Quiyuan
We need a talk.
because the results may surprise you. He is a bit better than we thought he would be, so that's pretty nice. So the way he works is that he is a buffer for eco damage. Galbrena is a character where half of her damage is eco damage, so he's made for her. The thing is, last week I think we did the tier list. Galbrena was already out and we noticed that her damage was split into eco damage and charge attack damage. So the fact that Quiyuan buffed only the part of the eco damage made it so it was not a perfect support for Galbrena, which was really weird. Now that we have tried him, we know more stuff about him that we could not imagine without playing him. Some people thought that he may have been really good with Phrolova. Why? Because Phrolova also has eco damage. So the eco damage bonus that Quiyuan gave her theoretically would be really good for her. The thing is, the buffs that Quiyuan gives to Galbrena disappear when she leaves the field. After testing, after being able to try him in the game, we have seen two things. First, yes indeed, he is the best support for Galbrena, but if you have already a mono fusion team that is the team of Galbrena, Brand and Lupa, especially if you have Lupa, it's not that much worth it to go for Quiyuan. But it's true that this team is more comfortable than the mono fusion team. And I mean the team of Quiyuan, the team of Galbrena, and a third character that can be several options. So if you only have Galbrena and you don't have Lupa, I would recommend pulling for Quiyuan. But if you do have those characters, I would not. However, this changes if you have Phrolova, because we have seen that actually he is better than we expected with her. I've seen some calculations that put Quiyuan as the best slot in the best team of Phrolova, which is Phrolova, Cantarella, and it used to be Verina, but now is Quiyuan. And why is that? Because the timings of their animations are perfect together. The rotation is super smooth and you can do all of the animations of Quiyuan super fast, and that way Phrolova can spend more time on the field. Also, one thing that makes Quiyuan so good is that, as you guys know, Shorekeeper doesn't work that well with Phrolova because the 12.5% crit rate that Shorekeeper gives her is useless because Phrolova arrives to the 100% crit rate easily without any buffs, and Quiyuan on the other hand gives you crit damage and gives you eco damage bonus. So even though not all of the Phrolova's damage is eco damage bonus, you can use that small amount of bonus plus the crit damage that Quiyuan gives you, and in the end it results in a team that's about a 10% better than it is with Verina. So TLDR, if you have Galbrena and you have Lupa, I would not be pulling for Quiyuan. If you only have Phrolova, I don't know what to tell you. If you have Phrolova and Cantarella, I would recommend him to you if you like him. But if you do not have Cantarella, he is not good in that team. He's only good in the Phrolova teams if you have both her, Cantarella, and then Quiyuan. And if you have both Galbrena and Phrolova, I would actually think really seriously about pulling for him because it's a great option in both of the teams. This was basically my tier list of last week, but last week I placed Quiyuan here because I was not expecting him to be that much better. With Galbrena, I was actually expecting him to be worse than Verina. But now that we know that he is a great support in the best team of the game and in a top 5, top 10 teams in the game, which is the Galbrena team, I would rate him a bit higher. Maybe I would put him here right next to Lupa. The thing is, I think Lupa has more potential because whenever you want to play any monofusion team, you know that she's gonna be there. For Quiyuan, it's true that he's a generic eco damage buffer. I think that it's gonna be more weird to have eco damage teams than it is gonna be to have element specific teams. So that's why he's behind Lupa right now. But still, I'm pleasantly surprised with him. I like him a lot. He feels really good to play. The animations we knew already that were gonna be incredible, but seeing them in game is spectacular. And again, he's playing in two of the best teams of the game. So would I recommend Quiyuan? Yeah, I would if you like him, if you have any of these two characters. If not, he would be a skip for me because he's not great as a main DPS. Only at S3 he starts to become good. And yeah, that's basically my first impressions of Quiyuan. And by the way, the weapon is not that much better on him. Neither as a DPS nor as a support. It's less than a 10% better in both situations. I would recommend to skip it and maybe go for his constellations.